It started with a vision to create a retirement community where people from all socioeconomic backgrounds could live. In 1959, the Reverend Dr. Kenneth Schaefer accepted that challenge. After meeting with Dr. Schaefer and other members of the Ohio Presbyterian Homes Board of Trustees, the property of Beatrice Breckenridge Cushman Waugh, a member of the Windermere United Presbyterian Church, provided the setting for a home for older adults in the Willoughby area. Securing that property coincided with a study conducted by the Senate of Ohio's Task Force on Aging. Members of that task force were Carl Brew and Steve Minter, both members of Fairmont Presbyterian Church. The task force work focused on the need for adult housing. As a result, a planning committee began meeting in December 1967 to express their ideas and expectations for this site. Several years of development and fundraising followed, during which Arthur H. Schweitzer, a lay leader of Fairmont Presbyterian Church, played a key role. Schweitzer chaired the $3 million fundraising campaign for the community, but passed away before it was completed.
New horizons in retirement living. Many years of planning and fundraising culminated with the dedication of Breckenridge Village on June 24, 1979. New horizons in retirement living was the theme of the ceremony, which featured the passing of keys from the architects, the Hoffman Partnership, to the first executive director of Breckenridge Village, Dale R. Klein. The original structure included 2 connecting apartment buildings named for Dr. Schaefer and the late Mr. Schweitzer. In keeping with the Christian spirit of the Ohio Presbyterian Homes mission, the Schaefer-Schweitzer complex was intended to provide housing to individuals at every income level. Each building offered 75 1- and 2-bedroom government-subsidized units for a total of 150 apartments. The opening of the Schaefer-Schweitzer House complex inaugurated a new era in senior retirement care for Northeast Ohio. A year later, the Schaefer-Schweitzer House was joined by 34 ranch-style homes, which were 2-bedroom, 1-floor units with an adjoining wall and attached garages.
Leadership and programs. Breckenridge Village experienced several changes in leadership in the early years following its opening. Reverend James Banks succeeded Klein as executive director in late 1979, while Reverend James Batten succeeded Reverend Banks in 1981. That same year, a formal volunteer program was introduced at Breckenridge Village. Under the program, volunteers were recognized for their recorded hours of service. Volunteering was extended into the community, including programs such as care cards, recycling, and village visitors. In subsequent years, programs like Sunshine Worship, Student Mentoring, Stephen Ministry, and Campus Ministry extended the boundaries of service and mission.
A giant step forward. In 1982, the Breckenridge Village campus took a giant step forward when the Florence and Francis M. Osborne Community Plaza opened its doors and was dedicated along with the Fairmont Health Center. The one-story, multi-purpose campus center supported community outreach activities such as the Abundant Life program, Home Companions, transportation, and counseling. It originally housed the Village Cafe, which served an inexpensive lunch 3 days a week, and the Village Gift Shop. The Fairmont Health Center offered 100 skilled and intermediate nursing beds, and a full range of rehabilitation services to help residents recover the highest degree of independence possible. The health center was named for the Fairmount Presbyterian Church in Cleveland Heights, whose members raised $1 million for its construction. Also in 1982, 10 additional ranch homes were completed, bringing the total to 44. The adult day program, known as the Breakaway Club, was established at the Osborne Community Plaza in 1983. Breckenridge Village Home Care was started in 1984 and was supported by grants from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation as well as the Cleveland Foundation. This successful program eventually merged with outreach programs at other OPRS campuses to form Senior Independence, a statewide initiative that in 2008 served nearly 60,000 older adults in 38 Ohio counties. Services offered by Senior Independence included home health care, personal care, adult day services, wellness clinics, and faith-based nursing.
Additional services to meet the needs of the community. On October 25, 1984, the Breckenridge Village Expansion Committee held its first meeting to discuss the possibility of additional development on campus. 2 more parcels of land were acquired in 1985, and plans were made for a luxury apartment complex on the north end of the new property. Ground was broken on January 11, 1986, for a $10 million dual-wing connected complex offering 155 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom units. Over 250 people attended the ceremony and the champagne brunch held in the O'Connor dining room. Breckenridge Village North was opened in January of 1987 with a dedication the following May. David Schell succeeded Reverend Batten as executive director in the summer of 1987. The following spring, ground was broken for 30 additional ranch-style homes that were dedicated in May of 1989. This new construction finally joined the 2 complexes, creating the campus that exists today. On July 12, 1994, the Nason Center opened its doors, offering assisted living and special care assisted living for residents with Alzheimer's or dementia. The 3-floor facility, which included expanded space for the adult day program and several meeting rooms, was named after Mr. and Mrs. F. Alex Nason, Breckenridge Village residents who provided the lead gift in the fundraising campaign. Mr. Nason was a founder of the Lubrizol Corporation and helped raise funds for the original campus structures. The Marjorie Noble Lyons Chapel, located in the Nason Center, was built to provide a space dedicated for worship, meditation, and other spiritual programming. The groundbreaking ceremony for the Clapp Children's Center, a child care facility adjacent to the Nason Center, took place on November 3, 1997, and the dedication was celebrated in the summer of 1998.
The need for independent living increases. With the demand for independent living increasing, Breckenridge Village started looking for ways to expand. Based on a model in Minnesota, coupled with the purchase of 2 continuous homes on Robin Hood Drive, a 27-unit brownstone was designed and completely subscribed even before the ground for the building was broken. Opening in 2008, it was a prototype for the Grace Woods 123 units, built on a 13-acre leased from Grace Episcopal Church, just a third of the mile from the main campus. Meanwhile, another capital funds campaign brought $7+ million to the community. Through the generosity of many donors, including residents Dr. Elford and Mary Mahan, additions to the Osborne Community Plaza made it possible to link the Schaefer Schweitzer building and the new Cultural Arts Center. Having acquired the rights to 8 additional rehabilitation beds, that same generous support also made possible the expansion of the Fairmont Health Center to become the Fairmont Health and Rehabilitation Center, thus providing our residents and the surrounding community with life-enhancing physical and occupational therapies. Additionally, the dining room was expanded and 8 additional suites were added to the Nason Center.
The endowment gift that keeps on giving. The many facets of life at Breckenridge Village require funding to maintain their functioning. In addition to the many named endowment funds that support life care, an assistance program for residents who have exhausted their financial resources through no fault of their own, Breckenridge Village has several unique endowments established by donors to provide ongoing support for campus programs and services. The Marjorie Noble Lyons Endowment supports spiritual programming that enhances the well-being of our residents, while the Elmer and Olga Junke Endowment allows Breckenridge Village to maintain the beauty and comfort of campus buildings and facilities. The Clapp Family Endowment offers support for employees through sliding fee scale services provided by the Child Care Program at Clapp Children's Center. The Ruth and Oliver Boza Fine Arts Endowment enhances the fine arts programming at Breckenridge Village.
Quality of life. With the growing community, the BV Board saw a need for an expanded health and wellness center to serve our residents. In 2011, again, through the generosity of many, the Timpkin Veal Wellness and Aquatic Center opened its doors. Complete with a pool for therapies and recreation, a walking track, exercise equipment and spaces, physical therapy facilities, a lounge, wood shop, and model train room, the building serves as a hub for activity geared to healthy living.
A new name and a new brand. On October 28th, Ohio Presbyterian Retirement Services changed its name to Ohio Living. As a result, its 13 life plan communities now have Ohio Living in front of their existing community name. Senior Independence, the organization's home health and hospice provider, changed its name to Ohio Living Home Health and Hospice, and their charitable foundation is now Ohio Living Foundation. The new name is an expression of our expanding areas of service and caring. Although Ohio Living Breckenridge Village is the largest of all the Ohio Living communities, in total, the organization is now the 13th largest not-for-profit senior housing provider in the country, serving 3,800 clients daily. The organization remains a mission of the Synod of the Covenant of the Presbyterian Church, USA, and maintains a covenant agreement with the Synod. What began as Ohio Presbyterian Homes back in 1922 with the Dorothy Love community in Sydney, Ohio, will soon be celebrating its 100th anniversary as Ohio Living. With growth comes need.
The results of the recently completed $2.2 million Encore campaign will be used to once again expand the Osborne Community Plaza, complete with the Shell Pub, named in honor of David Shell, who recently retired after serving 31 years as executive director. Dean Palambero was welcomed as executive director in 2018. Thanks to the generosity of numerous residents and longtime supporters, a much-needed parking lot was also added in 2019.
2019 and beyond. Currently, Ohio Living Breckenridge Village has 450 team members meeting the needs of 780 plus residents. 240 more are served through our home health and hospice program. By 2020, it is anticipated that 64,400 individuals aged 60 and older will live in the surrounding area. What a tremendous opportunity for Ohio Living Breckenridge Village. By utilizing our guiding principles of faith, compassion, and community, and staying true to the vision of our founding fathers, quote, to create a retirement community where people from all social economic backgrounds could live, end of quote, the possibilities are endless. But in spite of what the future may hold, one thing is certain: the spirit of Ohio Living Breckenridge Village will continue unabated. And with the grace of God, blessings will be plentiful as we look bravely to the future.